Oh, hey! Welcome back to the Banjo Kid YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to be answering some of your guys' questions. Two of the most asked questions, plus a bonus question. So the first question is, how long have I been playing the banjo? Well, I've been playing the banjo for about 7 years. And I actually started when I was 7. So whenever I was 7, I was getting in my dad's car, and he would let me drive it. Yes, drive it up to the shop and park it. And one day I got in there and I was listening to this music, and I asked Dad, "Hey, what is that?" And he said, "It's bluegrass, son." And then he started naming off the instruments, and it was like guitar, bass, fiddle, dobro. And then when he got to the banjo, my mind just snapped, and I was like, "I want to play that banjo." And he was like, "You want to go play no banjo?" And I was like, "I am going to play that banjo." And I was so persistent about that. And eventually my parents just threw in the towel and said, "Okay, we're going to get him an instructor, we're going to get him a banjo, and we're just going to see where this goes." So I started taking lessons, and that was in 2018, I believe, if I'm getting that right. But, all right, next question. What banjos do I play in my videos? Well, let's go ahead and check out my favorite banjo that I play and why it is my favorite banjo to play in my videos. Let's go check it out. So by far, my favorite banjo that I own is going to be this one right here, the one that you have seen in most of the videos that I've done. This is a Frank Neat Kentucky banjo, built out of Russell Springs, Kentucky. The reason that this banjo is my favorite is obviously this thing looks as pretty as anything. I don't think I've ever did a resonator reveal. So resonator reveal on this thing. This thing actually reminds me of a 1981 Gold Star JD Crow, like what the Gold Stars have, what they have made, like what Russ Carson 81 Crow, what he plays with Ricky Skaggs and Kentucky Thunder. Um, and also, J.D. Crowe has played this banjo. He didn't own it, but he has played it. He used to go down to Frank Neat's shop and get his banjos worked on, especially the banger. And then he'd go down there, and this banjo was down there, and he would play it from time to time. And I told JD what I was looking for, and he said, "I know this guy down in Russell Springs, Kentucky. His name is Frank Neat, and he builds these things, and he has a banjo that looks exactly what your description was, because I wanted gold plating with a Presto tailpiece, hearts of flowers in white pattern on Indian rosewood, and a certain sunburst resonator." And JD said, "I know exactly what you want, and I know where it is." So we went down there, and we bought it, and I've been playing it ever since. And this banjo has been a faithful friend to me for almost 3 years. Yeah, this banjo has been great to me, and I've been trying to put new strings on it and keep it nice and shiny. So, yeah, this is my favorite banjo. Now we're going to check out my first banjo, which is another banjo that I've also played on my videos. Let's go check that one out. We're going to see why that banjo is also super special to me. Not only is it my first banjo, but it has a little something inside that makes it so much more special. So this banjo right here that I'm fixing to show you is my first banjo. Now you guys have seen it on some of my videos. This is a Fender Leo 1981 banjo. And I think this one was built in Japan, if I'm right. This was my first banjo that I ever got. This is the one that my parents went out and bought for me at the flea market. I can't remember the location where we bought this banjo, but this thing has been a faithful friend to me for 7 years. And the reason that this thing makes it so special is not just that it's my first banjo, but the man himself, J.D. Crowe, signed this banjo. You can see on there for the date. That's what makes this banjo worth so much to me because it's just that signature in there makes this thing so much more special. And my friend JD Crow, the man, the legend, signed this the first day that I met him, and I played my banjo for him, and that's when we became good friends for the last year of his life, which was really special, really, really special. All right, now it's time for the bonus question. You guys have asked me, is the guitar that I play full size? No, it is not. So the guitar that I play is called a Taylor GS Mini. Now before I show you the GS Mini, let me go ahead and show you a full size Taylor. This is a full size Taylor. This is my dad's guitar. This right here is a full sized guitar. Let's go ahead and check out the GS Mini, aka the pint size. Just a little bitty pint. I'm gonna put this one back here in the case. This is the GS Mini. This is my guitar. This was originally my dad's guitar, but he gave it to me a couple years ago and said, you can play it if you want to. And it has a good sound. I was just playing with my thumb. You know, that it still brings out a bright sound, and I've played this thing in a couple shows, a couple times at church, and it just is a awesome guitar. But I have to say, there's a slight size difference between the two instruments. Let me know which one is your favorite. Is it this full-size Taylor or the small Taylor? And let me know if you have either one of these type of guitars. It'd be cool if you owned a GS Mini, because these things, they're small, but they sure are mighty, and they sure are loud. Well guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure, as always, to like the video, subscribe, leave a comment down, and tell me if you like any of the instruments that I showed you today, and if I answered some of those questions. If you have any more questions, go ahead and throw them down in the comments. I'll try and make a part 2 of most asked questions. But anywho guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. One more thing before I go. On June 30th of 2025, I'm going to be playing at the Wood Songs Old Time Radio Hour. I don't want you all to miss it because I have a great lineup of artists on that show. I'll be on there, and I'm looking forward to having a great time there at the Wood Songs. They never fail to let me have fun and get to play a few songs on the broadcast. So anyway, guys, June 30th, 2025, the Wood Songs Old Time Radio Hour. Hope you guys can make it. Be there at, I think doors open at 6 o'clock. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much. Make sure to like and subscribe. Y'all have a good day. See ya.